Hey everybody, how is it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Noelle. I go by Farm Girl Scavenger. So, the thumbnail says money does grow on trees. And you guys may not think so. I have an extensive background in landscaping. I have a degree in ag hort, and I am here to tell you that if you have not gone and watched any of my Let's Talk About It videos, there's a playlist on my channel. A couple of weeks ago I did one on homegrown, and there's another one on can you sell baked goods on eBay or Etsy. You can sell them on Etsy too. Oh, I just answered that question. Dang it. Ugh, a tattletale on myself all the time. Somebody help me. Anyway, beside the point, I have a quince tree. I'm going to put some links in the description about quince. I have numerous amounts of trees. This is my last year that I'm going to be able to do anything with this fruit because, as you can see, that road was put through in 1980. I've lived here. My family has owned this property since 1968. And we sold it recently. So I'm doing some videos outside because this is it. We're selling. It's sold. They're doing the final surveys, getting all the lines put in. And this will be my last fall, winter. This is it. Time for a new season, a new chapter. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be okay. So, sorry. This is my documentation. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to help to teach you. I'm going to try to teach you that there are things outside. You may not have a large yard. You may drive past somewhere all the time that has fruit and all kinds of things. Stop and ask. I've had people park right down here, climb up here in the middle of the night to steal fruit off my trees because they think it goes bad because they just see it. And I've ran them off because all they would have had to do was run to the house or drive up to the house, and I would have given them anything they wanted. I'm a very sharing person. Bear, what you doing? Come on, buddy. Doggy and I are spending some time outside. He's severely missing his world. Anyway, so the money that is growing on the trees here is everywhere, and it's not just trees. I'm going to flip you around here in a minute. But the tree that I'm specifically talking about, because I'm getting ready to pick it, it has to be picked before they frost. This is quince. And I don't... Let me turn you around. This will be easier. Okay, let's back up here so that you can see how far back I can get. That's a pretty good sized tree. Plum tree. This is the only apple tree left that is was here when we moved here. Now, it's not the original tree, but the original tree died. This was a sprout that came up, and it's in the same spot. Roses, we'll talk about those in a minute. I have 1, 2, 3 pink lady trees. I have rhubarb that is still good. That's sellable. Blueberry bushes. Over there, that is a gooseberry bush, and I have another one right here. These are daylilies. Believe it or not, you can use the bulbs on daylilies for herbal recipes, and I have asparagus. As much of this that can come with me will be going with me. More rhubarb over there. Why is there rhubarb underneath my apple trees and my fruit trees? Because they're companion plants. And look at how healthy they are. All right, so back to the quince. Quince is in the apple and the pear family. They're quite a delicacy. They're fuzzy. Can you see that fuzz? So, it's part of their protection. They have the best smell ever. They make you want to bite into it. Oh, don't do it. There's so many different ways to cook this and make things out of it. You can cut them and juice them and get the juice out and make jelly. You can make membrillo. You can cut them and slice them and brown them in butter and brown sugar. I mean, I have recipe books just for Quince. A lot of this they're hard to find. And a lot of the places that sell them, you're going to pay $5 for one. Just one. So like I said, you know, there's ones that aren't perfect, but you guys, I sell this in a large flat rate box. I put bubble wrap down. I will wrap each of these in its own tissue paper, and I sell a large flat rate box full of these. I want to say it's around 12 pounds for $100 plus shipping. So about $120. Last year I made around $1,200 selling these. I have to get them picked today. Because it's not raining. It's supposed to rain tonight. And I need them dry. So, I mean, check these apples out, you guys. That is a Washington grown apple. That is an apple. I'm going to go put that in my basket. That's a real apple, not the crap you buy in the store. Sorry. I mean, not the man, I said a bad word. I'm trying to be good. This is a plum tree also. It's got 3 different kinds of plums. Check this out. Somebody came to visit. Baron. What are you smelling? This is Dren and his dad's dog, Bear. He is 7. He loves it out here. All right. So, apples. These are pink lady apples over here. I don't spray. I don't do... Look at this beautiful apple. You can sell these too. Usually what I do, put it in my pocket. Look it. See that? See how it's kind of dusty from being outside? See what it looks like after you rub it on your shirt? Can you see the difference? There's no wax, there's no chemicals. Like I said, this is a gooseberry plant. We didn't get any, we had a ton of berries on it, but we had that 120-degree weather this summer and it scorched all the berries. You can see a few left here. So here we are at the rose bush. Did you know you can sell rose hips? This is a rose hip. This is rose hips from last year. I only pruned this bush. It's a peace rose. It's been here for 30 years. Maybe longer, actually. My grandparents gave it to my mom. I only prune this bush once every couple of years because I love it. It's huge. It's beautiful. These rose hips will turn bright orange. Go ahead. I may pull up some comps and drop them in. Go ahead, pull them up. Look. While I'm here, can you see that barn? Make mine milk. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. All the leaves are changing color on the trees. Anyway, focus, Noelle. Focus, focus. See that? There's my garage. That is a fig tree. I'm doing a video right now. I'm in the process of it. I picked a bunch of figs the other day. I've had lots of people come. There's so many on here. This tree is 40 plus years old. I'm 54, 14. Yeah, that's about right. I picked a bunch of figs the other day. Anyway, there'll be a recipe coming on that. Like to multi-purpose. Look at all the figs in here. They look bad, don't they? They're not. They're not. If you haven't had a fresh fig, you don't know what you're missing. Here's one that's completely ripe, and it looks gross, doesn't it? You know what? You don't have to eat the outside because you can peel this skin right off. Look at that. If you have never had a fresh fig before, these are Marcella. And I'm not going to eat it right now because I have gum in my mouth. All right. After I pick the quince, I'm going to lay them in here and I'm going to let them sit out in the sun. I'm probably going to pick about 10 boxes worth. We'll see. I have so many other things to do today, but that's free money, you guys. Free money. So let's talk about a few other things that you might have or that you could have. Even if you just have a balcony on your apartment, you can have this. Get a 5-gallon bucket, drill a couple holes in the bottom, put some dirt in it, you are good to go. If you can't afford a 5-gallon bucket, go buy a cheap garbage can. Turn you around again. Calendula. It is October 19th. Look at that. Seeds right here. That is a seed head. Seeds in there. And you see all of these? This. Look over here. This stuff is gold. Calendula, look it up. All right. Let's walk over here to my herb. It's my kitchen garden is what I call it. What do I have over here? Oh, isn't that cool? That's an old cream separator. California poppies. I have mint like crazy. This is Weigelia. I'm bringing you over here to show you this. Anybody know what this is? Anybody? How about if I show you the plant? Fennel. Okay, that is fennel. It is in an old, it's tall, big. It's taller than me. Fennel. I'm going to bring a paper bag out here and I'm going to chop all of these off. I'll let it sit for a couple of days and I have fennel seed. It's that simple. It is truly that simple. What else do we have out here? Turn you around. Oh my, there's money just sitting all over the place. These are my decorations. You see that? Rosemary. When I got this plant, it was about this big and it was dying. It was given to me. It's been here for, I got it in 2009. Sage. Sage as in white sage. You can dry this. You can use it for cleansing rituals, everything. Lemon balm, not lemon mint, lemon balm. What is this, thyme or oregano? This is oregano, I think. Raspberries, you guys. I am still getting raspberries. What else have I got in here? Chives. Chives. There's California poppies everywhere and I don't care. Chives. Raspberries. This frog is so old, my grandmother made it. Strawberries. And elderberry. It just doesn't stop. I don't have anything in my yard that isn't medicinal or edible. Here we go again. These are thornless blackberries. And yes, they're still blackberries. I don't get to everything. And guess what? There's birds and other animals. Look at these things are huge. And this one will never mature because it's too cold. Like I said, it's October 19th. Tomatoes. These tomatoes came up last year. They're aroma San Marzipan. These came up from, I didn't plant them. Let's dry that out. More strawberries. Foxglove. Horseradish. This has got to get dug up. 3 years. You plant it and you let it sit for 3 years. I will have to come out here and dig this up in the next couple of weeks. Elderberry, 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 elderberry. There's also, can you see it? Chives. So, when I was a kid, there was nothing here. Our driveway went clear. I don't know how far out there. That's the casino, Indian Tribe Casino. Can you see that? Let's see, where's my finger at? Can you see that orange stake clear out there? That was where our mailbox was. And when my son Justin, who's 35, turned 2, they built that place. It's the only piece of property my parents didn't buy. And then 4 years ago, they built the casino across the Cowlitz tribe. A is what it's called. My mother sold a 70-foot easement. That used to be my front yard. Anyway, so needless to say, we will be moving soon. Yeah, that was oregano back there because, let me smell this. I believe this is thyme. One of each. I have a lot of it. Oh, one's oregano, one's thyme. Walnuts. And yeah, we get walnuts off of the tree. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas and things that you can, some more ideas for things that you can do. This is a little documentation for me, a little documentation for you, a lot of documentation for my kids and my grandkids. And I'll be doing more little things. Let's talk about something else I'm walking right over here that I wasn't thinking about. My mom planted these 2 trees. There were 4 of them at one point in time. When I was a kid, my aunt worked at a tree farm and my aunt brought some. These are pine trees. Now, I live in the Pacific Northwest, and any of you know about the indigenous Native Americans. And if you know about pine needle baskets, well, there you go. Pine needle baskets laying on the ground. It is really that simple, you guys. Open your eyes up to the world around you. Just open your eyes up to the world around you. There are a million things. If you buy it, if you've bought it, if you see it, somebody else is buying it, somebody else has bought it. Here. Pine cones, right? These ones aren't so much. This is a fir tree. Douglas fir, I believe. Knob cones are, it's almost a racket. But you got to know how to process them. So you got to put a little energy into it. These are cardoons, not artichokes. Same family. They're all in the thistle family. But these are cardoons. So what do I have here? I have a ton of cardoon seeds. Should I want to do anything with them? So keep your mind open. Keep your spirit happy. Let's just go one further. These trees. This tree has been the bane. Look it. See how it's leaning? Whoop. My brother pruned a bunch of it off, but because there's a wire there and there's another one there, we weren't able to cut it down. It's okay, it's gonna come down, but look at this one over my house. That sucker is huge. Excuse the mess. Those are black locust trees. Black locust blossoms sell dried. Look them up. L-O-U-C-S-T. Locusts. Look them up. I cut them off and dry them every year. Even fresh. So many things. So many things, you guys. You can sell rocks. Look it up. If you can see it on the ground, around, wherever, look it up. I guarantee you it will sell. So do I have a money tree? Does money grow on trees? You betcha. You betcha, you betcha. Look at Asian pears, and they're still there. It's endless. It's just endless. So, end of an era, beginning of a new era. Here we are, we've come full circle. This is the back side of the quince tree. I even pruned this year because it's hard to, these things are like rocks. They're hard. Look at. Dollar bill, y'all. Or as Scott, my buddy in Texas, the Cha-Ching King, would say, cha-ching. Cha-ching. I'm going to leave you with that.